These Fortune 500s aren't going to invest nearly as much anymore because they don't have to. Let's be honest. A lot of the old NASCAR replays you see on YouTube, their branding is still there. So in a weird way, I understand it, but it would be nice to see the the companies that still are in the sport continue to kind of bridge that gap where it's not like they're just slapping their logo on the car and pretending it never happened if they have an on-site location. Say Walmart, let's say they start sponsoring a car again, like full time. I would expect to see NASCAR everywhere when you walk in, front and center. And you just aren't seeing that with a few places that should have those activations. So there's so many things involved. I mean, between that in-person stuff, I think honestly, like with the driver incentive program or whatever it's called for like doing more interviews and everything, that's perfect. I think the social media team has been cooking. I think there is a lot of good and a lot of positive in the right direction. But Carson Hocevar is no Dale Earnhardt. Let's be honest. Is that personality really going to match? They could both be aggressive drivers, but I don't think anyone's going to be calling Carson Hocevar an intimidator. So that's where that mismatch happens. And it's the mix of the drivers needing to go out there and create their own brand. Absolutely. But when and we talked about this on the show before, Eddie, when they're hindered by sponsors, there's only so much they could say to make themselves memorable, make themselves a personality. I get they don't want to cross that limit. So you got to find a way to have all the partners, whether that's broadcasts, sponsors, drivers and teams, PR people, all of them work together for the betterment of the sport, make themselves known, make themselves the superstars again, prove why what you're doing is so cool, prove why what you're doing is so dangerous. We just saw Zane Smith go upside down. There are so many elements that can be used here. And I like to think it starts with the commercials. As I said, I'm a big proponent of a big in your face, like almost funny or edgy marketing campaigns, but it could be anything. Just get these drivers' names and faces out to the masses more.